Right, let's try again. I would like to get at least one run of this done today, but we may not be able to if it keeps going like this. If absolutely nothing else, at least we did manage to do like the route video earlier. Which is good. At some point I plan to do an entire, like completely narrated front to back Mad Father video, explaining how to speedrun that. There's one on the page for Mad Father at the moment, but it's severely outdated. Like genuinely, like the layout of the game has changed since that was uploaded, so there's some parts where it's not even the correct route anymore. God damn, I'm so fucking tired. Oh, god damn. If you needed more proof that I'm very tired, look no further. Well, we're pretty much guaranteed a gold split at this point. Again, assuming we don't do anything catastrophic. Cease. It's genuine, it's just the POR maze at the start. The POR maze puts me off so much. Like just in reference to the actual POR ending. Like having done POR maze so much between all these all-ending runs that I've been doing. See, any time that you get a chance to do regular maze, what a relief. The other thing about it is that POR maze will never not be a thing in the POR run. Because I was thinking to myself there, like, well, what if some new way to get like a point was discovered? Although that's just impossible. But I was thinking of ways that you could like not have to do that. And the only way that I think you could get away with not doing POR maze is if you spoke to Gary on both the sunlight and after he wakes you, or after you wake up with his jacket on, I should say. If you did the two of those, you could make up the point to not do the PO armies, but you would lose so much time doing both of those. Like, you have to do one, and one of them already takes a long time, so doing two will cost you a lot of time. Literally like in the 10 plus seconds range, probably closer to 20. Like at an estimate. Whereas PO armies is like a 6-7 second detour from the regular maze route. If it goes well. Oh. Nope, that's bad, that's bad. Hey, we've done a maze. We actually done a maze. Been a very bad day for mazes. And to think that we have to do another later in this same run. If I was a braver man, I would not use safety saves for the one later, but I'm 100% going to. You know, I was thinking to myself, what is the password for this? And I couldn't think of it. And as soon as I got to the keypad, just muscle memory took over. And good thing it did, or else would have been stuck for a while. I probably should have chanced the lower route there. Right, now we need to move this and not kick it. There we go. Oops. Finger slipped. Bruh. That was good. Now this is the movement people tune in to see. Damn. Clean. Okay. At least we've got to run past the grey area. Like, beyond this point, the rest of the game's easier. Exception of maybe the toy box, which is a part that me exclusively struggles with, still. Like most other runners that I'm aware of that play this, like, learn how to toy box, basically. And then they just stop having deaths at the toy box, and then there's me. Who has like multiple runs in almost every category and is still dying to the toy box. Well, it's under 10 minutes, that's not bad. Right, so we want to talk to Gary 7 times here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Pretty good text boxes. Like, you can obviously get all different lengths of dialogue there, but that wasn't bad. Bruh. Oh. Text mashing, not even once. I'll tell you for what, this run has a lot wrong with it. And what's even worse is that if I finish the run, it's still record. Purely by the fact that there's no competition in this category. That is a sad state of affairs. Right, we need to read the painting. Yeah. Didn't even give us the option to be like, are you okay? It must only do that if you fulfilled the requirements for that end. Mary type, the best time. That's a cool emote, I've never seen that before. I think that was pretty good. Ish. That was a good room. What's the next part in the master plan? Push stall. And there's me only just recently discovering that you don't have to pull the 5th chord out on a Promise of Reunion ending. Like, for the longest time I thought you did. I don't know if that I would stay with Gary part has any actual relevance to the ending. I feel like it does, but I don't know. I think it's just to kind of set up the story for later. I think. Right, so when we get to the end of this, we want to push the doll. Try not to mash too quickly. There we go. Let's get this. That was quick. Very nice. Slightly early split, doesn't really matter. You know what's frustrating is in the red room, like the red gas where you take damage when you're moving and stuff like that. You can, you can grab the red ball. I don't even think it's the red ball. You can grab the ball of paint. Oops. You can grab the ball of paint before you cancel the room, and nothing comes of it. Like, it's one of those things that feels like you should be able to like use it as a jump pad to some sort of skip, but you can't. This is the worst layout out of the three that you could get for this. That wasn't too bad. There she goes. Really unironically, we are only scratching the surface on this run. Like, there is still plenty that we need to do. considering that we need to get MC and then POR, and that'll take about half an hour before we even start New Game Plus. We're looking at the most certainly above an hour range. Like a regular 1.04 all endings is about 55 minutes to an hour. Obviously depending on how good or bad your run goes. Like between 54 minutes to an hour. And the furthest back that you have to go there is after Gary pushes the triangle. Whereas with this run, you have to go from the beginning again. So we will be playing the entire game through twice on the same run, while also making like branching saves to get different endings and stuff. And we have to do the bonus dungeon. What's even worse, to be honest, is that this, like, you would think that because 100% is basically just 1.04 TGE, but looking at all the paintings at the same time, you would think that the route for this, that's fine, you would think the route for this category would translate to 100%, and it doesn't at all. Because in 100% you need, oops, you need Gary to be alive in the TGE bonus area so that he can read paintings. Whereas for this category we do not want that. Right, so we don't want to talk to him in the sunlight. Just put down the mirror and carry on. Second half of that room's what I would have liked the entirety of the room to be like. But nah. Like, as far as runs of this go, this is an okay run. Like, as a baseline. For this category. Like, it's not like a criminally bad run or anything like that, but there's a lot of minor improvements that would add up that you could make to the run. That was just a safety save. Fortunately, if you can succeed, just a second. But yeah, like in circumstances like that where you actually do it, the safety save won't lose you too much time. Like a couple of seconds. Right, then we want to save. Yep. Oh boy, here it comes. Sorry, Johnny. I know that Mary's your favourite, but you know how it is. Oh dear. Right, so we've actually fulfilled the requirements for POR, which is nice. Oh, we're getting MC first. It's okay. Hopefully you're still with us after that. And unfortunately it's going to happen again in like 5 minutes. And again later in the run. You know, now that I think about it, actually Mary doesn't have a good time in this game. Just I'm trying to think of something at least moderately positive that I can tell you about Mary's experience in this game. There is not. I guess Together Forever. You could actually choose to go with Mother there, and that would give you Eve all alone. But there's no reason you would want to do that when you can get it faster later on. Right, so we will be F12ing here, because we don't need to save here. But POR, like this ending here, we will not be F12ing. We will see the whole ending out. So that we can make an end game save straight into a new game plus afterwards. Sorry. There we go. Right, so with the exception of the errors that I've made, none of which have been too heavy, except maybe making a safety save when it turns out I didn't need to, but that's a hindsight sort of thing, you never know before it happens. With the exception of that, the run's been decent, pretty good. Not my best work, but certainly not my worst. Yeah, I'm just checking my notes to see what changes we need to do. We need to see the Ebe portrait in the like stickman painting room. I'm sure that's not what the community calls it, but I don't know. Imagine it was just like, I remember, do you? It was just, no. Ending memories crannies. At least we get POR. POR for me is the hardest or worst ending to go for. Some people say that WOG, Welcome to the World of Guertena, is worse because it has like additional requirements. But it's a significantly shorter run. Like you get it basically after the doll room, so you don't have to do sketchbook or, more importantly, toy box. And things like that. So I much prefer that. Much prefer it. Again, when we start New Game Plus, I'm going to be safety saving grey area. Obviously not the best thing to do, but I'm super tired and I want to at least get a run done for this, you know? Like just at least something on the board. An initial run to start from, if you will. Right, so now that we've done that, that's us in New Game Plus. To my knowledge, the only thing New Game Plus adds is the TGE exhibit at the end of the game. Like in the black gallery, where you jump back through the painting. It adds like a extra diversion so that you can do TGE. All going well, we'll actually make it far enough so that you can see what I mean, if you don't already. Excuse me. Just yawned there. Right, this run, I don't want to say that I'm playing it super careful, even though I sort of am. Usually I would just take the hit there, and then go forward, do the portrait room, etc. But I'm to a degree paranoid that I would fail that room somehow. Like I've literally not died there ever. I'm in my head. Right, this bad boy here. Right, we need to see the Eve painting as well, which is here on this layout. Yeah. I'll take the save anyway, it's free. I was not going to because I haven't taken any damage, but I guess I will. You never know. Like sometimes the blue woman painting that's guarding Gary's Rose causes issues just out of the blue. You can go runs and runs and runs and not have any issues with it. You'll always take 1 damage and it's fine. And then occasionally just it'll hit you for 2 or 3 for no good reason at all. Right, hopefully this part goes okay. Just fine the first run. And I didn't get hit there again. That painting has not hit me all day, which is very, very rare that it happens like even once where it doesn't hit me. And it's happened 3-4 times today. And I've only done that many runs, like every run I've done today it's not hit me. Pretty cool. Like it's not even a time save or anything, it's just a thing. Pretty cool. Right, then you take 1 hit here. Let's heal up. Deja vu. Damn, this run's gonna end up being so long. Like, I think this is like the halfway point. The halfway point is most certainly not when POR finishes. And like, you actually start the New Game Plus run. That's most certainly not the halfway point. Right, we get the eye drops and then we safety save. Because I'm very scared. I don't know how I did it, but the run, like the TGE category run, I made no safety saves and still finished. What was I thinking? Like, it paid off, but the fact that, like, I wouldn't usually do a manoeuvre so brave. Oh, excellent. Very good. Safety save was all for naught. Oops. I'm telling you, see, as soon as we get out of the grey area, that's the worst of the run done. I would say. At least from a potential death standpoint. There's parts of the run that are much more dodgy than the grey area. In the sense where the ability to gain or lose time is just completely out of your hands. Anyone that's played TGE or knows of TGE probably knows exactly which part I'm talking about. Yeah, we're going for it. I considered safety saving before coming over here, but I will not. That's too much. kick that. And we get the grey key, and then hang Gary room. Dude. Right, that was becoming problematic for a second there. Like, even 2 health would have been nice. You never know. The next thing we want to do is just the Mary meeting, I think. We should not have to talk to Gary. Should not have to do the maze. Should not have to read the milk painting. That's bad, that's bad. Okay. Right, fortunately, because we're not doing the rope maze, there is no instances where we can take damage before the next heal that we get when we meet Mary. Right, fortunately we get a breather here. Bit of time to refocus. How's everyone doing? The chat, are you enjoying the run? How has your day been? Things to that effect. How is everyone? "43 minutes, spot on." Oops. I did not mean to talk to him there. Not like this. .jpg. Ravis of the Deep. I will say this second run's going significantly smoother than the first. Most definitely because I've shaken off some of the rust from that first one. Are you okay? Like it's the same every time I boot up this game because I only play it maybe once a week or so. Like I only actually get the time to stream like once a week now because I'm back to work because of the whole COVID stuff. That's me back to work now, so I don't get to stream nearly as much as I did during the lockdown. So it's like every time that I play the game I'm shaking off the rust again. A lot of this is just autopilot, to be honest. It's only when it starts coming up to when it starts coming up to a part where like it changes the ending and stuff that I really actually start paying much attention to the game. Can't tell if that sounds bad or not. It's just I've played the game that much that I just know how to do these parts. Doesn't mean I do them well all the time necessarily, but I know what I'm doing. That was good. Like text skipping and stuff was pretty on the ball there. I think that second option might actually be quicker. I'll have to do a proper comparison of that at some point. But I think there's less text, which means you can move on to the next text box quicker. What the fuck? Like, I know what causes that, but I've never seen it happen there. And I also wonder if it's exploitable. Like, can you do anything with it? I highly doubt it, because the menu in this game, like when you press X and it opens up that menu, is just completely useless. Hey, it's your boy. How you doing, man? Nice to have you here. Soupy. Classic. That is such an old meme and still super relevant all the time. Stopped a little early. What all that movement? Stop. Yeah, that's fair enough. Bizarrely, my monitor's not even that old and it's actually VGA. Somehow. On your phone. To be fair, that's largely how I watch streams as well. Nearly made a mistake there. Muscle memory was kicking in. But it was muscle memory from another part later on. Like I was holding in down to go down the room. That would have probably been death if that had followed through. That I wouldn't have had a way back out the room. The phantom memory, yes. Followed by a brain fart, I forgot what I was doing there. So we want to go down. But yeah, that part there. How has work been lately? Atrocious. Like, not actually atrocious, that's probably too strong a word. But, as you can imagine, there's a lot of new regulations, guidelines and stuff that we're trying to enforce. Trying being like the key word. It's just the general public are so uncooperative with the things that you ask them to do, and it's not as if you're asking much. Trying to enforce. Delete this. I.e. it will literally be like, excuse me, can we ask you to wear a face mask when you're in the store, if that's okay? And like, for people that have a genuine reason not to, that's fine. If they're like, no, okay, that's fine. But like 99% of people can, and it'll be like, can you do that? And I'm like, no. But you have to. It's literally the law, my man. And they'll just be like, nah. Like, well, it's genuinely the law, so if we don't let you, or if you don't cooperate, we don't let you in. And that's basically it. And then they'll start on you, as if you are somehow at fault for them not being allowed in. It's ass backwards. It's really bizarre. Back asswards. Hey Numalix, how you doing? Some companies are choosing to do that, some companies are being like, if you choose not to wear one, then like, we are not the police. Which we're not, we are not the police. So, if it's like, can you wear one? No. Okay, Dad. And then they just let them in. But no, we are not about that. Just if they don't cooperate, it's like, nah, you don't come in, my man. The all save was 5 years ago. Are you a Mexican, son? I missed the latter half of the stream the other day, but Numalix, congratulations on that Boogeyman world record that you set. Yeah, Numalix is also a speedrunner. In fact, most people in the chat are also speedrunners. And yeah, the timer bug sounds like infuriating. And then there's me. Yeah, like I haven't played Boogeyman yet. I haven't played it in any capacity. Not just like as a speed game, but just as a game. I have not touched it yet. I will eventually. But just the fact there's a bug like that exists is rough. I hope they patch that. In fact, what version of the game are you playing? Are you playing the free download version? Or are you playing the Steam version? And don't get me wrong, they're both the same game. Like, the Steam version is basically just a donate if you want. Free 1.04. After this stream, I'll have a look, because I bought the Steam versions. I think I got the bundle for like £3, and they have actually been receiving a lot of updates lately, and I'm wondering if that's something they fixed. Maybe. I don't know. Version 1 is banned, for what reason? I'm genuinely curious. Version 1 joins the forbidden list. Okay. Dude, I don't know when the text boxes pop up here, so I'm just relentlessly mashing the Z button. Hopefully the noise gate's actually doing its job, so you can't really hear that. But like... damn. The pain. Maximum mash. Carpool. It's your boy, APD. Right, let's do the Mary requirements. Right, talk to Mary 8 times, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Jesus Christ. 6, 7, 8. Ebe, do you know about the snow? Blessed. BRB, no worries, Johnny. I don't think I missed anything there, so this should be a World of Guertena run. Sorry, I'm just catching up on chat there. I was concentrated on the text boxes there. You got something to cancel out the noise until you speak? Yes. Streamlabs has a function in it for like noise gates and stuff like that, so it doesn't pick any like white background noise up or white noise. So it only lets through noise of a certain capacity, and I've set it so that when I speak it hits the volume for that capacity, basically. And hopefully, if I've set it okay, then there shouldn't be too much either A, background noise, or B, just mashing, like keyboard sounds. I don't mind some, because obviously we're like Shoy-Ru-kenning the keyboard, like some of the mashing that we're doing. Like good Chun-Li kicks on the Z button. So obviously that's unavoidable, but you know, blessed button mash. We might get some. When do you plan to do that all endings run for Boogeyman? Because I'm genuinely interested in seeing that. Like, all endings isn't something I thought I would get into because I don't like overly long speedruns. I mean, here I am almost hitting an hour on this and we're not even really close to being done, to be quite honest with you. But even then, because Boogeyman has so many endings and what I would assume to be so many different requirements to hit the endings, I think it would translate really well to an all endings run, and I think it would be cool to see that out and save management and stuff like that. I think that would be really cool. Yeah, that's fair enough. It's because, as I said, like when my voice hits the microphone, it quote unquote opens the gate, like the noise gate if you will, so you'll start hearing the background noise as I'm talking. Which again, there shouldn't be too much of, like I've got noise suppressors and stuff like that on it as well, but the keyboard is pretty much fixed to the microphone, so I expect that to be picked up. Oh no, we've done that ending this time. This is a different category that we're doing. And in this category, you can trash. In this category, you want Gary to be dead, basically, from the end of the run. So, I've done the good endings first. But thank you for the reminder anyway. Rip Gary. Gone. And forgone. This is the potentially good, potentially bad layout. Like, it has the quickest place where you can get the key, but it also has the most places you can get the key, so if it's not there, then problem. Stairs. I don't know why I lingered on that for so long. Stairs. A proper attack that he hits her with. Slightly late split there does not really matter, to be quite honest. If it was a shorter category I would care, but we are over an hour into the run. I will forgive the 1 minute or 1 second late split. A minute late split, dear god. The Dudley cross counter. The Dudley boys 3D through a table. Damn, that's an old one. Just had a wild flashback to watching WWE as a child in like the year 2000. My goodness. Oh boy, WWE. Yep. Just pretty much, yep. I genuinely do not mind pro wrestling at all, and there are some companies that are going today that I still thoroughly enjoy. WWE is not one of them at all, in any capacity. If we are being honest. But even then, I'm pretty sure everyone watched WWE at least once. I don't think I know anyone that didn't have a phase of watching it. I keep meaning to watch the one in Japan, Wrestle Kingdom. That's New Japan Pro Wrestling. John Cena t-shirts, hot damn. Very nice. Oh, fucking butterfly. Never has that happened. Never. Snake? Oh, what an error. Yeah, the Japanese one, New Japan Pro Wrestling, is fucking amazing. Like, that's one of the companies that I still thoroughly enjoy. They have basically their WrestleMania equivalent is called Wrestle Kingdom, and it happens on January 4th. Every year, without fail. I don't really watch New Japan Pro Wrestling because the time zone conversions do not translate well to UK. In the sense that, like, if WWE has a pay-per-view here, then it's at like 12, like midnight or 1 in the morning. If New Japan has a pay-per-view here, it is like... it's at like 7 in the morning. Like, I've had to set alarms to watch Wrestle Kingdom before. John Cena's first rap album. Oh my days. Oh, I'm following the route for the other ending. Colour me Chief Dipstick. That's fair enough though, like, just when you're saying you still have the John Cena t-shirt but it's ripped. Wrestling merchandise is made of, like, just weird fabric that just lasts years. Centuries. Other t-shirts may fade, but John Cena is forever. Band tees and merch, yeah, band tees are like the same sort of thing. Even if it's unofficial, it has John Cena on it, so naturally it's going to last at least 20 years longer than just other t-shirts. That's just the power of C Nation. Hustle, loyalty and respect. Damn, I know too much about John Cena. Ooh. Ain't gonna lie, I was watching WrestleMania 1 year, I think it was 2 years ago. It was certainly pre-COVID. I think it was WrestleMania 35 and John Cena came out in the Dr. Thugonomics gimmick, like with the fucking huge chain and the cap that was backwards and things like that, and I went ape. I went absolutely ham for Dr. Thugonomics John Cena. It was the sickest thing I've ever seen in my life. Against Elias, the very man. That's the one. I popped off, me too. I didn't even watch WWE when John Cena was a thing. Like, I watched the quote-unquote Attitude Era. I was just double checking my notes there to make sure I'm actually doing the correct thing. I'm having a grand old time joking? I'm having a grand old time talking about John Cena, specifically John Cena, that I genuinely had a lapse of being like, hang on, is this even the ending that I want to get? That right? But yes, it is. We're still on route. John Cena nearly derailed this hour plus run. Genuinely, John Cena nearly caused this run to end on a bum note. Damn, that would have sucked. It was the only interesting thing at 35. Genuinely, yes. Wait, no. Kofi won the belt at 35. I literally only watch the Royal Rumble and WrestleMania. That's the only WWE thing that I watch. But I do keep up with what's going on, so that when those events come around, I actually, like, I know what's happening. Alright, no worries, Nimlix. Well, thank you for coming anyway. We had a fun chat. Take care, big guy. Minus the empty arena, this year's was... Hang on, just 2 seconds, sorry. Right. Minus the empty arena... It's there somewhere. Sorry, the chat's popping off. I can't read. tomorrow will finally be the all-ending run. I will try to be there for it. I am working tomorrow, but if your run is at a time when I'm not working, I will most certainly be there. Take care. Minus the whole empty arena, this year's Mania was apparently alright. I can tell you from experience, it definitely wasn't. It was real fucking average. Don't get me wrong, there was some good stuff, like AJ Styles and Undertaker had that Boneyard match, which was hilariously bad, that it transcended into being unbelievably good. Like it was the room of WWE. It was great stuff. But there was a whole bunch of it that rubbed me up the wrong way, like completely. And the empty arena was kind of awkward. I mean, I'm sure I don't have to tell you that the empty arena was awkward, you could probably guess that. Being like, here, it gets worse when the wrestlers, like, do things that involves fan participation. Like, if a group comes out and they have, like, a crowd chant, they will, like, if it's a tag match or something, they'll be on the apron doing the chant to get the crowd at home hyped up. But it doesn't work because the crowd at home knows that they are shouting to no one in an empty arena, and it's really, really funny. Damn. Oh yeah. That was good. That was... when was that? That was just after Money in the Bank this year. Oh yeah, that was sick. I say that was sick, it actually wasn't. Like, it's real fucking odd, but I am a huge, mega huge Asuka fan. Like, one of the only people that I actually have, like, I bought Asuka merch from, like, when she was in NXT. It's somewhere. But, big Asuka guy, myself. I'm back. Welcome back. Hopefully you didn't miss too much. We've been talking about John Cena. Are you winning, son? It's going okay. It was going okay, we've just made a mistake. Hang on. I dislike Asuka but love her goofball dancing around the ring and arena. Yeah, I can see that, yeah. Wholeheartedly agree. Like, I don't know if you're an NXT guy, but NXT Asuka was different. Like, just a different breed of fucking female wrestler. Like, she was real good. And don't get me wrong, she is still real good. She's like top 5 in the world, maybe, as far as like women wrestlers go. Yeah, her NXT run was phenomenal. Right, let's see if we can get this area to go okay. This area is a fucker. It's just a variety of different puzzle rooms that are not particularly dangerous, just kind of difficult. Oh yeah, 100%, I agree. Just need to pop this password in real quick. Oh dude, Shinsuke Nakamura in NXT was fucking incredible. It was unironically Nakamura in NXT that got me back into WWE. in that capacity, like when I was back watching that again. And then I eventually came to dislike it again. But NXT Nakamura was the thing that got me back into it. Fuck me, man, I thought the game crashed there, and that's not the right pain, it's that one. It was, I can't even remember what it was. I was watching like a fucking video talking about some wrestling bollocks, whatever it was. And they had... Fuck, what did they have? Oh, I was watching it, and then I was thinking, damn, that match was good. I wonder what is WWE doing now, and is it still good? So I looked up, like, basically just a thing that was like, recommend me some WWE matches from recently. And like one of the top posts was, hopefully you've seen this match so that you know what I'm talking about. Like one of the top posts when it's like, recommend me a good WWE match to watch, and the match they recommended was Nakamura versus Zayn at whatever takeover, and I watched it and I was like, holy shit, that was fucking mint it. Like that was a real good one. And yeah, Nakamura versus AJ was also real good. Yeah, the Wrestle Kingdom one, not the WrestleMania one. Just to clarify. Wrong thing. we don't. We literally don't. I stayed up so late to watch that. To watch it live, because like the selling point was more or less just, here's two guys that have had a banger of a match before, let's put them together and they'll have a banger of a match. They did not. That was about it. Like, I don't really need to go much further into that. Yeah, if you're planning to get into New Japan Pro Wrestling, I will send you a list, if you want. I will send you a list of matches that are basically just must watch if you plan on getting it. Or just watching it or whatever. And the worst thing is that it's not like if I'm like, oh, I'll do you up a list of matches that are good. Like, it's not as if it's something that I could probably just be like, here's a couple. Like, there's that many. Like, the quality of the wrestling for New Japan is just on a different level. The only company that comes close is AEW. I don't know if you'll have watched this match, but this is the one that got me into New Japan. Have you seen or heard of the Kenny Omega versus Kazuchika Okada series? They had 4 matches in total. I don't want to say, like, there's certain things I could say that would help you to, like, find out if it's the first or second one, but I don't want to say because then it spoils the ending for the one that you haven't seen. Like, I could be like, is it the one that ended this way or the one that ended this way, but then it spoils the ending for whichever one you haven't seen. Just off the top of my head, Okada versus Kenny series, Okada versus Ibushi, Okada versus Naito, Naito versus Kenny, Shingo versus Osprey, Romu versus Osprey, and like that's literally just all matches within the last year, and like they are all absolute instant classics. Right, there we go. Done. An hour, 20 minutes and 52 seconds. God damn.